when I caught an inside edge in all that powdered snow. As I left old Baldy and went screaming through the tree, I wondered just what things I'd.
It's quite an image there to start a show with.
That ski bum?
Yeah, on a ski bum.
It is. There's no other show started that way.
Yeah.
So right there, we're different.
Yep.
This is, speaking of different, well, I don't know if this is really different. This is, you know,
It's
what's
Fred.
different is we've got underwriting.
I've got a different shirt on.
I have the same,
You got a different hat on though.
I got my Wintersköl hat from, I can't see what year it is.
From Wintersköl? Oh, it says 2001.
2001, 50th anniversary.
Yep.
And this is the Fred Sköl show.
It is. And you know why?
It is in homage
To two things.
to Fred Iselin
And Wintersköl.
and Ellie Iselin and
Oh.
Wintersköl.
Skull.
Skull to
Sköl.
to Fred and
Ellie.
Ellie. Well, okay, here.
Wintersköl. I
Okay.
need a new one.
Okay. You didn't need a new one.
Hook me
Okay.
up over there.
So,
So we got some cool ski films for you to watch. If you don't know what this show is, it's we watch films about skiing. Hopefully, if that guy's not in the shot, or
somebody's crotch in the shot.
who's that?
Whose crotch is that?
That's John Wayne.
Oh, ooh.
If you tilted up, you could see. You could tilt up over there. Tilt up.
Tilt up, tilt up,
And-
tilt up,
and-
and see. Tilt
Keep
up,
going,
tilt up,
keep
tilt
going.
up, tilt up,
Keep
tilt
going,
up,
keep
tilt up.
going.
Keep going, keep. Oh, almost saw who it was.
It's John Wayne.
Okay, where are we?
Camera guy.
We're Fred. It's thanks to the Fred and Ellie Iselin Foundation.
That's awesome. They totally stoked us this year.
Yeah, they did, and it's because really we try to carry on the spirit of Fred and Ellie, and the Fred and Ellie Iselin Foundation tries to carry on the spirit of old Aspen, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Not only old Aspen, but the spirit of skiing.
The Aspen that was.
The Aspen that was, and also, you know, just that core spirit of the sport that somehow kind of got, well, it just got trashed by Vail, really. You know, you can't.
Vail and
Vail.
Beaver Creek and the like.
Yeah, Vail started
Keystone.
trashing the ski industry, the ski sport, the sport. It, you know, they turned it into high speed.
Look at that shot.
But
Never
but
mind.
there's still Jägermeister. Actually, you know, Jägermeister.
So is it
back in
true
those
that
days,
the
those guys weren't drinking Jägermeister back then.
Are you saying the
It was
high-speed
cough
quad-
medicine back then.
The high-speed quad has killed skiing? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying it didn't kill the sport. It helped kill the spirit.
Ah.
Okay. Friedl Pfeifer said no one ever got a date on a high-speed quad. Okay.
That's true.
Okay, you needed a nice, slow double lift. The double chairlift
Right
is
up
what
the dump,
created
the one, yeah.
the ski industry.
Yeah.
Okay, before that it was a single chairlift or a rope tow or something. You were all alone. Suddenly there was the double chairlift and long lift lines and singles, and you could say single, and you never know. It could be a beautiful
Someone might say, "Me
blonde or a
too."
handsome young Austrian, or you never know what you might end up riding a long chairlift through the woods with. Total stranger. Okay, so that was part of the romance of the
Now you might
of
get
the
like
sport.
4 and you have to
Or
to talk
6
and
or 8
Yeah, you
or
have to, like-
God
And they always
knows
bring the
what.
bar down when you're not ready.
Yeah.
Bring the
no
bar-
one, no one
Oh,
Bring the
talks.
bar
Yeah.
down.
Bring the
Number
bar
one,
and get hit in the head.
don't bring the what?
and then
You're gonna fall off the chairlift.
And then they got the cell phone.
When was the last time somebody fell off a chairlift? Never.
It
Totally,
happens.
ridiculous.
I used to work at Snowmass.
It does
happened
not.
like
Oh, come
3
on.
times.
Oh, come on. Okay, well, it's natural.
high alpine.
It's natural selection.
Well, it's high alpine though. They should be able to.
They should be able to stay on the chair.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
Okay, so enough of that rant. Probably heard that one before on this show. God. Okay, so what's our first movie?
Yeah.
Actually, we have 2 films produced by Fred Iselin, directed by Fred Iselin, starring Fred Iselin.
And he's the namesake of the park down there where we play softball and stuff.
That's right, because the Iselin family donated that property. And they also, when Ellie died, they created the foundation. The foundation has given away more than $2 million.
Oh my lord.
To
Ski Bum Theater?
yeah, can't you tell?
Jeez.
No, to organizations, much more worthy organizations are much more worthy efforts than this one.
Yeah.
To help preserve the spirit of skiing in Old Aspen.
Who else is like getting the juice?
I wish it didn't ask me that.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, the first film is Wintersköl,
Right.
which I think we've actually seen parts of on this show before. But
I visited an artist friend of mine the first morning of my visit to Aspen.
Jeez.
I was rather surprised
Okay,
to find
so
him out
this
on
is,
the porch of his studio so early. He was painting a picture of, well, of what he saw, I presume.
Is that Friedl?
I didn't
it's
quite see
Friedl.
it the way
So
he
this
did,
is actually
but then
a
I
Friedl
felt
production
that
with
is why
Fred
he
in it.
is Herbert
And this is
Bayer,
actually
and I
Herbert
am
Bayer
Sherlock
here
Sherlock.
painting
My
a
father called me
poster.
Sherlock because
And
of
there are
the
posters.
Sköl,
In fact,
and
you
father
gave me
always
a
wanted
Herbert
to be
Bayer
detective.
poster of Aspen Mountain for Christmas.
Well, I was eager to get to the famous.
So, and I should have brought it.
Was that the one from the Aspen
I was
Institute?
sure
Yeah.
Herbert
The
wouldn't
Ideas
mind.
Fest poster.
Yes, yeah.
At
Yeah,
that
he's cool.
particular time, the mountains
he an Aspen
were
Hall
to
of
him
Famer?
color,
Herbert Bayer,
design.
oh, certainly. Yeah, yeah.
and to me,
So,
places provided by nature for the exclusive use of skiers.
now this is
And I was,
an odd
the time,
film
a skier.
because it's this guy with a
How
British
many
accent,
fences and hedges,
like
flower
he was
gardens, and, well, perhaps even buildings I
an-
walked over.
some sort of
Those who come to Aspen in the summer will
detective
have to tell me.
trying to
Right now,
find
Ah.
a criminal.
The old snow was deep
And I'm not quite sure what the criminal did. I can't remember. It was inconsequential. But it happens to be taking place during
down in the village,
Wintersköl. Now here's down in the
crime or
village.
the-
Down in the village.
Investigation.
Down in the village.
One, two,
And where are we going? We're going up.
I was on my way to
We're
the
going
lift.
up.
Who's that?
Hunter. It's like
Hunter
it's
Creek.
like
See it on
Hunter.
the ride
No,
by
it's
the tower.
like Johnny Depp, I think. Actually, is what that was.
Bands of wire
Now this is
stretching
here's
almost out of
here's
sight
this
of the mountain.
reflection shot in
A
the
lot of panning
storefront,
shots here. Just
A lot of panning.
people moving.
and him walking up to the ski slopes.
On the ground, for that matter.
Those look
And-
like old school
Before I could
vocals.
complain
Now look at this thing. If you get tired of walking,
things
you've got this little
Come on, buddy.
this unit
Come on.
here. It's kind of a sort of a large carbon footprint for moving one person around, but
It's a personal tank.
it's like
You get your own
see,
personal
yeah,
tank and
that's a
50
a,
gallons of gas.
Humvee from 1948 there.
That's awesome.
my father named me.
Okay, so
What's
he's
the
going to buy
story
his
here?
ticket.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Well, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, it's actually the one thing about these particular old ski films. This one and then the next one we're going to watch is the editing is very quiet. It's very slow. The director is making some sort of.
You got that hole in your head again.
I got my hole in my head. But this
I sat back
Yeah.
and
move over here.
Wait, right
Wanna
there. You
move
can
over
see
here
the ski
more?
through your head.
So much for being subtle. John, move over, will you?
Move over here.
Hey, no, bingo. Move over to the to your
Bingo
left.
moves over.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at you're looking here though. What are you looking over there for?
Well, because I'm
The film's
I don't know
over
because I'm
here.
talking to the director. He's telling me to move over here. I got this hole in my head though.
We got this cool projector over here. That was the coolest thing we ever did on Ski Bum Theater.
Put up this projector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is one big criticism I have of the lift. It's so unsociable. The most interesting people are always either ahead of you or behind you, never beside you. Though I have heard that there are some ski places that do have these
It's like Brad's story.
Where you got on
Brad, what was your story about the? But we already did that on Ski Bum Theater. Is that right?
We shouldn't tell that
You
story.
told that on Ski Bum Theater.
Which one? What story?
The one about missing the girl. Yes, it was. It was on
The girl
another
of your
show.
dreams on
The
the-
girl of your dreams. You missed her by one chairlift.
Oh, I think I actually got to ride the chairlift with her, but I fell off the chairlift or something.
We should say
That was it.
that's right.
That was it.
And we should say
Girl of your
he's-
dreams, and you totally gooned out. fell off the
Completely
chairlift.
blew it. Yeah, I blew
Didn't
up.
put
I
up
blew
the
up trying to
bar,
get
did
on
you?
the.
Didn't
Yeah,
put
it
down the
was-
bar.
I blew up trying to get on the thing, dropped a ski, and there she was.
And
The
she
one
took
chairlift
off.
so
chair
near
ahead
yet
of
so
you.
far. It was,
Last you ever saw
it was
her.
bad.
I should say that was your former girl of your dreams.
It's still the girl of his dreams.
I don't
Yeah,
know if we
it's-
should say
yeah.
that out loud.
The girl I never got to ride the chairlift with.
Yeah.
That's what she was.
She could have been the one.
Noisemakers.
And we all know what that means.
Hey, so if you have a comment or a question, you can send them to here at, well, what did we say? Vale Sucks with a Z, S-U-K, no, S-U-C-Z. Wait, what was that? Yeah, we're not there yet. We're somewhere.
You send it there, nobody's going to get it. It's going to bounce back. There's
Yeah, don't send
no
an
such. Vale Sucks, the big one at Hotmail. No, that's not
the
right.
bad one.
That's not right. That's not. That's the old one.
Censors don't
That's
like
the
that
old
one.
one that we say, because it's not. It's just too tacky, even for us.
Yeah. I shouldn't
You
have
know.
thought of that.
What? It's we're not doing that one anymore.
No, we're not doing that. We're out of the loop.
We got
Aren't you?
sponsors now.
Directors
man.
out of the loop. This is when you used to go swimming. Well, there used to be a diving board at the Jerome. It was at the Jerome. Now he's looking at the Wintersköl brochure, and although we may play this at other times of the year, it is Wintersköl this weekend, and we will actually have a
Skull.
Sköl, Fred Sköl,
Fred Skull.
Sköl to Fred, Sköl to
Ellie.
Ellie, Sköl to Friedl, Sköl to Winter.
Skull to Debbie Braun and those guys.
Yeah,
Those guys are
sure they share.
Skull to
That's
those
fun.
guys.
And now here's the old Wintersköl parade, and look at all the fun stuff people were doing. They had what is this, like a boxing match? It's fun. These floats, these people took. They
With
took.
a fan. The guy's got a fan.
They took a lot of time to
Yeah, this is like New York.
build these floats. And the whole idea of Wintersköl, of course, was there was absolutely nothing else to do in January, so everybody had lots of time to build these crazy costumes.
They didn't have gay
And,
ski week?
and they did not have Gay Ski Week. Gay Ski Week is not coming up soon.
What about... I don't think that's in the original Wintersköl movie.
So that was the Wintersköl song, and actually we had a float one year in the Wintersköl where we
played that.
Yeah, you guys
had a band.
had a band that
Not
played.
me. I'm not in that band.
We won first place
Won
that year.
first place. We won like 2 different awards that year for
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
winter.
we weren't
for
the
the
only
Wintersköl
float
song.
that year either.
No, we weren't. And so that was fun. We ought to do that like every year and win every year.
We should support people basically having fun with Wintersköl.
Should, and I hope this inspires people to be creative with your costumes and your Wintersköl floats, and even if it's not Wintersköl, create a float, drive it down Main Street.
Yeah.
You know, people don't do that anymore.
Just whatever
You
your
know?
deal is.
And
you
don't
know?
make it commercial.
Yeah.
You know, make it goofy. Make it fun. Make fun of yourself. Make fun of Aspen. Aspen, you know, we're supposed to be foolish and stupid. you know,
Like a jewel-encrusted Cadillac or something, like just covered in diamonds.
that's what we're supposed to be like.
No, that'd be making fun of what we are.
Oh, well, okay. So that would be good. That'd be good. So we've got okay. So now the Wintersköl movie.
Wintersköl movie.
Uh,
Cuts here. This is like they're practicing.
Sorry about that.
Wintersköl movie.
The one we were just watching.
We're watching, and we're still watching. We're going to watch it really quick here. And there's the final scene. We're not going to drag you all the way through this thing. The final scene is a fox chase.
Fox chases are the core of ski films.
That's it. Okay, and here we go. Now this is the chasing after the
Rabbit. Hare.
In the breathless minutes that followed, every man called upon all of his strength.
Just no warning at all.
it was just dump. Oh, there, we're back again. Okay, now we're explaining.
What
Okay,
he
now
said while you were gone was.
so Fred Iselin is the fox,
Look at that.
and he's going to wear his red. You can tell the fox back in the old days because they had a red hat on, a red scarf on. And look at the Highlands. Look at the Highland Bowl there.
Jesus.
And so they're skiing around on the top of Aspen Mountain, chasing after Fred, who is the fox. And Fred is the fox in other films too, I think. But there we go. This is fun skiing. Big, sort of like Chinese Downhill, which is in another movie that we've seen or are going to see on Ski Lum Theater Hot Dog.
That was like episode 26.
So Chinese Downhill, in a way, is a fox chase without a fox. How about that? I don't know if that really works or not. But.
What was Fred Islin's profession? Was he a ski coach? Did he start the ad in the Highlands?
Well, Fred and Friedl and Fred were Aspen Mountain Ski School, co-directors of the Aspen Mountain Ski School. But you're right. Fred ended up going to Highlands before Stein. And Stein was at Highlands as the ski school director, and then Stein moved to Snowmass. And then he was banished from Big Mountains and had to go to Deer Valley.
He was banned?
There's no other reason why anybody would go to Deer Valley. So here's Fred hiding behind. How did they miss him? No, there he is. There he is. He's hiding in those trees.
Oh, he's going to get sick. Can you let him out the back door?
We gotta let the dog out.
The dog's getting sick on the road.
The dog is getting sick on the rug. The dog. Okay.
Don't shoot the dog. No, don't do that. Let him out the door.
No, probably ought to let the dog out. Not enjoying the old ski film.
Yeah. Gives me some company.
Seen enough old ski films. Poor bear. Hey. Yeah, probably.
We're back. Ready for
So
round
we've
two.
had worse. We've had worse on this set. So
Well, I was just.
not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Okay.
He's not sick anymore.
He's fine now.
He's taking care of it.
Moving on.
These guys are still chasing the fox down Aspen Mountain, and see if you can recognize where they are.
Dumps.
The dumps, yes, good.
That's drop pile.
I can't tell because of the special effects.
Weird effects Brad's putting in. Go.
There's
He looks very happy.
There's hanging in there.
Having a rough day at the office.
And
Oh, there it is.
this?
Yeah, well, we're not.
You're just
gonna
waiting for us to come back in? Was there, did we?
a foot or so.
There was music there for a while.
I've got it handled. Just
Oh,
do
look
the
at that.
show.
Oh,
I
grabs,
don't think
grabs
the
the chair.
I don't think the lifties are going to like that.
No. Now they're chasing him. This was chair 2.
Up the chair.
This is chair 2. They
Hey,
used to
come
go
back.
from the top of Aspen Mountain to the top of Aspen
Shall
Mountain.
never forget his face, leering at us,
Yeah, I used to go
mocking
from
us
like
as the lift
top of
carried him out
Ruthie's,
of reach.
which is almost
Is he
the
like
top of
Ruthie's?
Aspen
All
Mountain,
left
over to
under,
Ajax.
incapable
like
of
dueling.
further action. But never fear.
That's Fred. There's
the
Fred.
search
Being,
will go on.
Yeah, mustache.
Just can't believe how stupid this is. He's just having a ball. There he is, wanted by the sheriff of Aspen, as opposed to Pitkin County.
Who would that be?
There's no such thing as a sheriff of Aspen. Never was.
Is that it?
That's the end, except for, hold on.
Now, out of character, here is the ski thief himself, the master of the snow-covered slopes and the star of Wintersköl, Fred Iselin. Fred is co-director of the Aspen Ski School, along with Friedl Pfeifer. And here is the beer that brought you Wintersköl, in the interest of promoting clean, wholesome sports. Miller High Life, the champagne of bottled beer, and fireside companion of the skiing fraternity.
Now,
Yes. We'd like to thank Miller Lite for
that's
years
Miller,
of
Miller High Life.
Sorry, Miller High Life, champagne of beers, fireside skier.
It's
companion.
fireside
Skiers.
companion of the skier fraternity.
That's right. Well, for years of non-support and
Making us go buy our own product placement.
yeah,
Yeah, how stupid
we've
are
been
we?
putting them strategically placed, and
You know, they've been getting
nothing.
millions of dollars worth of product placement
In
on
Aspen,
ski,
of all places.
in Aspen, a ski bum theater.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, how many six-packs of Miller's High Life do they sell in Aspen?
Yeah.
Not very many, I'll tell
us,
you that.
that's all.
You know, they probably were the only ones that buy this stuff. And it's because we've been hoping that maybe somehow the Miller distributor or somebody would, you know,
You know what I have to say is
chip
very
in a little bit.
very ski bumish is the it's like Pabst Blue Ribbon tall cans that Goldberg sells there at the concert hall. Big
At Belly Up?
big 16-ounce cans of Schlitz. Or
You said Pabst.
Pabst. I think that's very cool.
It's kind of kitschy, retro, sort of Midwest American.
It's kind of like Miller High Life. Kitschy.
Okay, so that was Wintersköl, and
Right.
we're going to move on pretty soon here to our next film, which is a Fred Iselin film.
So you can see
You know,
down
now,
here.
I think I misspoke.
Was it someone else?
I think that was a Friedl Pfeifer film.
Friedl Pfeifer film.
Friedl Pfeifer, there's all kinds of alliteration you can do with Friedl Pfeifer,
Yeah.
like a Friedl Pfeifer film,
Film freak.
or Friedl Pfeifer, founder of the Aspen Ski School.
Friedl Pfeifer flyer.
But you can't do that with Fred Iselin. This is the Fred Sköl show. It's actually
You know,
Fred
nothing,
Sköl version.
nothing
episode
rhymes with
of-
Iselin.
No, Islin's a tough one to rhyme on.
It's like yellow,
The next one is,
orange.
the next film, you've probably all seen, or maybe you've seen, if you watch GrassRoots,
Who's that guy behind
you've
you?
seen
What's going on there? He's
Fantasy on
hiding-
Skis.
He's hiding behind your head. Move your head. Wait. Yeah. There he is. See him?
No.
Maybe I.
Fantasy
What are you looking at?
I'm not on.
You're on
Fantasy
there.
on Skis, which is a Disney film, okay? And what we're going to see now is the pilot for that Disney film, which is Little Skeeter's Big Day, starring
Little Skier's Big Day?
Little Skeeter's Big
We're
Day.
going to see that here?
Yeah, we're going to see it right now. Okay, Little Skeeter's Big Day actually stars, Susie Worth, who lived on top of Aspen Mountain with her family. And you're going to believe it because, just check out her mom. These are real people, folks, living on top of Aspen Mountain. And it gave Disney the idea of
They were like Disney characters?
of actually using the real citizens of Aspen in
That's just insulting.
in
It's like, there's no reason for that.
in Fantasy on Skis. Now, you're actually going to see my namesake in this film, I hope, Bingo, the big dog.
Oh yeah.
Who is Fred Islin's. Now
I get it.
Okay.
Why you called yourself Bingo.
Okay, and now in Fantasy on Skis, there is a Saint Bernard, who is Susie's friend, and as a major player in the movie. You'll see in this film.
Go ahead.
You'll see in this film that she doesn't have a Saint Bernard. She is.
Oh, geez. Just ruining the sense of illusion of, you know.
What sense of illusion?
Yeah. You're hallucinating if you think.
So she doesn't have a Saint Bernard at the top of the mountain. See what kind of animal she has as a pet at the top of the mountain. And let's go to this Little Skier's Big Day, and this is an old Aspen favorite.
This is a true story about a little girl. Her name is Susie, and she's 6 years old. She lives on the very top of Aspen Mountain. See the house down there? That's her father's restaurant, called The Sunday. It's Susie's home, and this is her story.
Every day, before I go to school, I have to feed Snowball. He's my rabbit.
My first dog.
You know,
He's always.
gotta admit, Disney made a big step forward when they changed a rabbit to a Saint Bernard.
See? That's
It'd be
no
tough for a rabbit to come save
Right?
you.
Yeah, a rabbit to go, follow her to school and
Wouldn't it be kind of cold?
save her
Have
from an
rabbits outside
avalanche
all the
and,
time
yeah.
in winter?
Now, they did not go to Hollywood to find Mom, did they?
Mother always.
No, that's really his mother.
Say with that hat.
Okay, she's,
Even when they're early. Some children always late.
Do you think she literally like
But I not.
skied down the hill every day?
Yes,
to school?
yes, of course she skied to school.
What'd she do in the summer?
Snowy, I blow.
She didn't go to school in the summer.
You know, I put my skis on.
How do you
Duh.
know she's a good student?
God. And guess where she went to school?
Right.
Right here.
I knew it.
Okay, so now Susie has all kinds of friends that live on Aspen Mountain that she skis by. You'd think chipmunks, that would be something that would be a friend. Now, where is she? Where is she going here? She's going down some road. There's Highland Bowl. Nice shot of Highland Bowl there. And little jump cut there.
I don't think this music is original.
So Susie in Fantasy on Skis is a more accomplished skier. Well, that's okay. Are you
saying Susie's in both movies?
No, it's a different Susie. Porcupine. That's a nice friend to have, a porcupine.
Do you think they just like threw the porcupine on the snow?
Now, actually, in Fantasy on Skis, there's a porcupine, and his name is
Porky.
Porky, right? Porky. Okay. So, she's ouch. What, you get a quill in the neck there, or what?
Porky's really live on that.
So we're gonna just skip a little bit of.
The downhill.
Hey, we got sort of the Dutch angle thing going, don't we?
Is that on purpose?
I've been missing that. Sort of bat. It's like
if you lean this way.
It's like the villain's lair in Batman.
Lean that way. No, the other.
There we go. It's like you need pow or evil.
We all need pow.
Pow.
Powder.
Oh, boy, are we getting good. Okay, so we're going to go to a little segment. No, I don't know. We're going to a little next segment. I don't know if we're going to go to the little red brick segment. We're going to do no. We're going to go.
We got to see the red brick.
Are we going to see the red brick segment?
Need to. So this
I thought you worked this out ahead of time, man.
We're being shot. This
we got a
show
full
is
crew
being
ready
shot
to go
in a classroom that little Susie Worth actually.
Parade.
Susie actually went to school in right here.
And you're not going to see it.
And we're not going to see it.
Because we're not going to show it.
We're not going to show that part.
But just so you
but
know,
just believe me. You can just believe us that this is where she went to school. So little did they know.
If you're just tuning in, you're watching Ski Bum Theater, and we bingo, and I don't know my name.
Here we go. Okay, good. Bail out of that. Oh, back. Okay, here's a little more kind of a pseudo Wintersköl parade back when there were tubas in Aspen. I don't have tubas anymore. They're sort of Singobi Caberfay. And this little dance move they're doing there, we don't do that anymore.
I bet Sandy Monroe's got a tuba.
You think? I don't know.
I
don't think I've seen a tuba over there.
He's got just about everything.
Now, he doesn't have Corby Anderson.
Super Coach.
Super Coach.
3rd place.
No, nobody has that.
Through his little league.
And yeah, there used to be marching bands. There used to be penguins in Aspen.
There soon will be penguins in Aspen again.
And now the stilt guy, and you know, somebody came in the other day, and I wish I caught who it was, and she knew the stilt skier. And he was, what was he? Was he Swiss? I think he was a Swiss instructor. He was a tall guy anyway. And look at these great masks. These paper mache masks. Nobody does paper mache masks anymore.
That's fun.
Okay.
And
She likes it. She's fun. This is her, you know, this is shot MOS.
Did Walt Disney actually?
Which is German for mit out sound.
Man on the street.
That's mit out sound. So then they dub it in later. And so then this is the beginning of the well, look at this. Is this an excellent costume? Okay.
This is a real head.
This is great for little kids, little kid show.
Yeah.
Now this guy's wearing what?
Giant man.
Okay, he's a giant man. Then these people are, do you think they're synchronized?
No,
they're all on one pair of skis.
One ski.
There they go.
Cool.
Do not try this at home, kids. Okay, and the dogs, there were always dogs. There's a penguin. Lean in. Okay, look at there's Susie.
There's a giant man.
That's excellent. Nobody does this anymore. Nobody skis on stilts. Well, how come?
Who
How
would
come?
ever do that?
How
Why
come
would
they
you
don't
do that?
ski on stilts?
How could you do that?
I'd ski on stilts if I could.
You can't do that.
I'd go
That's
do it.
like not even possible.
People skiing in their jammers there. People skiing. Okay.
Oriental skiers.
And here they are, climbing up, sidestepping up with their. Okay, this is excellent. That's an excellent costume.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of ideas. You can steal these ideas, folks.
Yeah.
You know, there's a
Wintersköl.
doggy fashion show. Susie
So
can't
the
believe
idea
it.
was you just have fun, right? You just
Yeah.
Don't go to work.
Officer Brooks, this is Danny Ocean. I was told to contact you within
Look at
24 hours.
that. What's she
Okay,
saying?
now there's Fred, and
She's like, follow me.
those are her friends, and they're just gonna pick her right up.
We have lots of fun together.
It's kind of creepy.
They're taking me up the mountain with them.
Well, not back then it wasn't.
just
Taking me
way she's
all
talking.
the time.
Oh, that's creepy.
and tickle.
This is a little trippy.
They're awful.
She's
But I
on
love
drugs
it.
or something.
What is going on here?
They say I don't know how to ski. And they're going to show me. But I know they're kidding. They're squashing me.
All right, guys, that's enough.
That does not look fun at all.
Yeah.
It's like,
That
no,
happened to me.
thanks. There you go. What a nice big.
A rope toe.
I'm not quite sure what the meaning of this exercise is.
There's a little mambo-ish action
I
there.
knew they were kidding. Nobody skis like that.
Nope. They still don't.
Still don't ski like Fred did. See, Fred invented all this kind of crazy skiing.
Look out.
You know, if you did that, they'd, you know, today, went out there and did that, you know,
Probably lose a ski or something.
they'd freak out. Somebody'd freak out,
Yeah.
you know. It's like, you know, that'd be unacceptable
You
behavior.
know, I think people try to go too fast nowadays and don't do stuff like that.
The high-speed lift.
Yeah.
See, the high-speed lift. All of a sudden now everybody can go really fast and they go
just,
grab on the street.
you
And
know,
it's
it's not all
sped
about
up.
the
It sped
speed.
up the whole thing, you know. Instead of everybody taking their time because it took a long time to go up the chair, so you took your time coming down. You take a nice long run, stop,
And make turns, actually, you know.
have your Boda bag, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Stop.
you
in
can still do that.
trees.
You can still do that. So that's why the whole backcountry thing now.
Look at
You know,
that.
everybody going back,
cool.
back, you know,
Back-
climbing.
Back. Yeah.
You know, and
Turn
that's
your
why
turn.
you know everybody's climbing the bowl and all that because it slows the whole thing down. You know, and it creates that camaraderie.
That's a good point.
You know, that's the real charm of doing that.
Oh, that was terrible. There goes the show of the year right there.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty.
We were going well.
We were going well. Okay, now do we have? Let's see. This is more of Susie. I think we're done with Susie, are we? Little Skier's Big Day. I think so. I'm just looking for a hint here.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
I don't
keep
know.
talking.
I don't know. Keep
Hey,
talking.
we have a letter. Let's read the letter.
I never had so much fun.
Parade and skiing, yes. That's the end. And here they are getting on
To go
the
home.
lift to head on up to the top of the mountain. This lift 2 again.
All those
Going all the way up to the
and
the top.
Stiltman.
So a lot of the elements of this movie, of course, are in Fantasy on Skis by in the wonderful world of
Which
Disney.
is rated G, actually.
You know, so is this.
Remember today.
Okay, you got a letter
I got a
there?
letter
You
from
got a
the
letter
mailbag
there?
here.
They're,
Mailbag from Mike O'File in Aspen, who wrote to our old web email
Okay.
site,
Okay.
which was a bad name that we don't want to reuse, but we want you to send us emails. We just don't have a new email address.
So just send an email to somebody and pretend it
try
was
to
to
get
us.
it and send it to us. You know, so, you can get, so it's just a quick clarification, if you could. Mike writes, is it Ski Bum Theater with an ER or Ski Bum Theatre? And if you were one and not the other, which you clearly are, but I mean if you were to switch from one to the other, how do you think that would change your show?
Mike, it's
It's theater.
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 Theater. It's not theater. Theatre.
It's not theatre.
Tray.
And it wouldn't change us because we're not going to do it.
No. Well, no, we wouldn't change it. So, you know, there we go.
Why would you change it?
Why would you change it? The RE thing is like if you're looking for, you know, funding from the, you know, National Endowment for the Arts or something, then you make it RE, and then, you know, it sounds like
Art.
more snobbish art.
Yeah.
Art.
It
Be
sounds
like
like
art.
it's
This
art.
isn't art. This isn't
It's not
anything like art.
It's definitely that's not art.
So this is not art. This
That's
is not
insanity
video
right
art.
there. I don't know what that is.
This is something
the
else.
Buddha going
There's
skiing.
our sponsor.
So he continues. Okay, and one quick follow-up question, if I may.
There's a follow up on that that basketball player.
Should we let him continue?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What if, in the Wintersköl tradition, Sköl, You were
Fred
to put
Sköl.
an umlaut over the U in bum.
Umlaut.
Umlaut. That's the two little dots.
Because it's not, I don't think we have it in our character generator.
Yeah, it's like a key we don't have.
It might be. Actually, in
it's
order.
in the shift keys.
And we don't have the keyboard. We don't have the right keyboard for this character generators.
It's $3,000.
$3,000
to
for a
get the
keyboard. So we got to fake it instead. We're kind of like using a regular old, $39 thing from Dell. And it doesn't really do all the stuff it's supposed to do, and probably there's an umlaut in there somewhere on the $3,000 model. So if you have a problem with this mic, you can send a donation to Ski Bum Theater, care of GrassRoots TV.
Of $3,000.
Of $30.
$1,000.
All we need is 100 donations of $30, and we can buy a thing that puts an umlaut.
Or just 10 donations of $300.
Or $3,000.
Or one $3,000 donation, which would be
donations
best.
of $1,500.
That would be the best idea.
Right now we have to hit Control Q to make
Three
the graphic
donations
go
of
away.
500.
It's ridiculous. And
Instead of on or off.
And so
Six
we have to get
donations of
these.
500.
So we have to get these interns that graduate from Carnegie Mellon to run this darn.
If you
thing.
sent us $9,000 and we spent $6,000 on something else, that would also work.
That would be excellent.
Who's that guy?
So he's I don't know. Give him a raise though. He's got a good idea. It's a good idea.
Shoot me, come on.
It's a good idea.
Give me a shot.
It's a good idea.
It's me, come back over here.
He always talks and we never see who
It's
he
me.
is.
Me.
See, let's
All
see.
about
Look at this.
me. That's who I am.
All right.
Do you have any more
Okay.
ski films?
People don't want to watch this. They tune into the show to watch
They're gonna
old
watch
ski
Plum
films,
or
and
something.
we talk way too much.
They tune into the show to watch what I show them, and right now we're going to play this thing by Coulter, who
Good.
gave us this thing.
Good.
I've
Coulter?
never seen
Bitch.
this thing.
Good.
Play the
And,
play the thing from
Fred
Coulter.
would love to see stuff
Hey.
that the young kids are doing.
Play the thing
This
from
is Coulter
Coulter.
right
This is
creating-
Coulter's thing.
Hey, this is.
Does it have music on it? Is there
Coulter
sound?
won this award.
We're going to play the, and we're going to hear
That's
what Coulter
awesome.
has to say too.
Okay, let's watch.
thrusters are sick though.
Yeah.
You got big air on that backflip.
He flies.
Colt.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, that was really good. Calder did a great job.
No credits, huh?
That was great. Nice shot composition, good stuff all the way.
Yeah, yeah, good.
It was really well shot.
Good stuff.
Good film, and a lot from my home mountain, Mammoth. So that was great. It's great to see these kids doing really strong filmmaking.
Yeah, that shot, the rising shot, like the handheld pedestal shot on the or crane shot on by the you know, the thing. It's good.
Yeah, you know, if you guys out there have got something, you should bring it to us and we'll put it on this show.
Who, us?
Them, they, those guys out there.
The guys out there.
People making the stuff that we
Not
just
us.
showed.
Yeah,
anybody bring us stuff, really, because obviously we need some.
We're running out, really, to be honest. We don't have anything
need
else.
Need some content for this show because
we got Colt stuff.
You know what's fun is that that old Fred Iselin stuff is really fun to watch. But it's amazing how good the kids are doing.
Yeah, we're halfway. You know, it's like a total shock to go from one to the other too.
It is.
It is. But it's like, from
Iron Maiden
to
Hammer,
well,
and of course the big thing is the editing pace. Back in the 50s and 60s,
20-second
God,
shots.
it was so slow, and now it's
produced by Marv.
A lot.
Chauvin.
And this program is super slow, so we're going to show little bits of it, but it's always fun. This is a promotional film called "It Happens in Aspen," and it's from 1967, I think. And there's a nice, whatever those are, 727s.
That was the first slogan for
no,
Vegas.
that was a DC-10.
They changed it.
From the world famous
It happens in Vegas.
Aspen.
But then they needed more. It's like didn't work for Vegas. So they changed it to what happens in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
It started here, though.
What happens in Vegas stays in Aspen.
Airways is busy hauling anxious skiers into
I'm not sure I'm following any of that. This is really fascinating filmmaking.
Plane crews are familiar with the typical visitor's supply. Skis, poles,
at some airport
and
somewhere.
a large, warm wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
And their wardrobes. This must be at Stapleton. It looks like old Stapleton. And it's really exciting watching them walk across the tarmac.
There we are.
It's a tourist town.
It was Red Mountain.
7,900 feet above sea level and surrounded by towering
You say
mountains
900
that
feet
push into
above
the
ski level?
clouds at
I think
13,000
9,000
feet.
probably. Okay, so
Back
now
in the
but it's
1880s,
kind of fun to
it was
look
a
at
mining
old
town,
Aspen
one of the most
pictures.
productive in the United
It's looking
States.
down
And while the richness
Hyman
of
there,
the
and then
sewer
there's the
mines
old
hasn't been
white.
forgotten,
Why they
the wealth of
painted the
Aspen
Jerome
today
white
is in its
With
tourist
blue
trade.
eaves.
I don't know.
Many of the old miners.
What was it before
Well,
that?
that must have been a Herbert
for
Bayer
that tourist trade.
For
Lodges
Swiss.
for the thousands of skiers making the
Scandinavian.
yearly visit.
Swiss chalets.
Because many of the homes
The Prospector.
far,
It's still around.
the owners have had to
What is
make
that going across the
extensive
screen?
I don't know what that
Been
is.
no
I
change
thought somebody
in
was
the
throwing
quaintness.
something at us. But
The ornate
snowflake.
carved
Snowflake is
What is
no
that?
longer
That right there.
homes
That
that have seen the
Snowflake.
transition from booming mining town
Ski View.
Lodge.
That's
and now
Caber
a
Fade.
booming ski resort. There are, of course, many modern
And
lodges.
there's the
built
Alp.
in the contemporary
The
design
Oh, that's
Aspen,
cool.
feelings of the
It's
visitors.
up there at the top of. Yeah, okay. There's the old A-frames. Those are gone. They were there when I got here. And yeah, the color went
And in
bonkers.
case some
I think I
fellow
leaned
Whoa,
forward.
there we
for
go.
the weather or
have to
just
stay in
wants
one
to
spot.
Stein Erickson Sports Shop. There's Ellie's.
There it is. Guido's. Guido's.
Through the years, Aspen has added bars, taverns, and nightclubs to meet the needs of everyone. For while the activity is on the ski slopes by day, by night, it happens.
I can't remember what the heck is.
Chester Copperpot.
All right,
But
that
it's
was.
not
Can we get
Tester-
some ski? Is there some skiing that we can watch?
I know. Well, that's the thing. So
You know what?
those-
That's old
those-
ass.
those-
You just back off.
It was kind of
wanna
fun.
just chill out.
That was kind of fun seeing some old stuff. See
There
what's
we go.
here, what's gone.
Come on.
Brings back some memories for some old farts.
He's gonna attack me, isn't he?
And they need, there's nothing like an old ski bum to have his memory brought back.
Yep. There's one.
They're talking about old ski bumps. God,
what is going on
he's
there?
This Mick talking on the phone, waiting for his next.
On.
They're calling Mick. We want you to run. Put.
Not the case with
Now we're coming back. Here we go.
The crowd is younger, and they move as only the young can move.
Of admission
They didn't know they could do that back then. This is a show place of what?
Next day, the crowd gathered at the Red Onion for a parade to march
the Red Onion, outside the Red Onion.
Where Aspen got its
the
start
Red
as
Onion.
the ski capital of the world.
Ski capital of the world. It needs saving. Why would anyone have to save the Onion? Of course the Onion will always be there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy idea to lose the Onion. That can't be possible.
Music to march by. Music that had a certain old.
Get rid of the Onion, and you know what? There's this vortex right there at the Onion. And you get rid of it, and the entire town gets sucked down into a hole.
Yeah,
like
real estate first.
Yep, and it goes right into it's like an old mine shaft there, you know, and it goes, the whole thing disappears
straight up to Leadville,
and it goes down there. There's a picture of it. It's sort of a diagram
you know where you end
of
up?
the hole.
That river ends up in Vale, right in the center of Vale. Poodle
poops out right there in the Eagle River.
Right in the concrete.
But the Dalai Lama, who's a big skier, he's got long skis, the Dalai.
Dancing.
St. Clair. Nice goggles. I want a pair of those goggles. There's St. Clair, the patron saint of television.
No, that's the patron saint of cameras.
No, of television, of luminance.
It happens
in Aspen. What's going on here? Everybody's lining up for something.
There we go.
They're lining up for food? What is this? They're
a big buffet table.
Is it a buffet? It's like a big, no, it's opening the champagne.
Yeah.
She had a West Coast strut that was sweet as molasses. But what really knocked me out was the cheap sunglasses.
And so they'd hand me this.
There's Jill St. John.
Yeah. Robert
Is
Wagner.
RJ with her? There? No, some other studs with her.
That's Kevin Costner.
There's Ralph Jackson. Talking.
By the way, there's an open invitation for Kevin Costner.
Yeah, well. Here's Jill St. John skiing. Jill rocks.
Ralph.
There's Ralph.
Hey, we should. Oh, did we read our letter? Oh, Skier's prayer. We don't have that.
We don't have Skier's prayer. We gotta go.
Thanks for watching.
Nothing like ending on Jill St. John from the backside.
She's a good skier too.
There she is. She's working with Ralph.
She's working on.
This is actually a good sequence. I didn't know this was in this film. It happens in Aspen.
That's right.
Certainly does.
Man, is Ralph Jackson? Is he still around?
No.
He's long gone.
Yeah, long gone. Okay. Well, thanks for being there.
Yep. And we'll see you here next time.
And we won't see you. We can't see you. We can see the camera, but you can see us next time. Can't see.
Oh, we're the men who ski this country, we're the men who love our snow. From Aspen to Sun Valley and farther east to Stowe. We're the men who clear the ski trails and we built those friendly bars that make this land to ski. The all-time spot.
in Sun Valley not too long ago, when I caught an inside edge in all that powdered snow. As I left old Baldy and went screaming through the tree, I wondered just what things I'd break beside my middle ski.